And we're back, people. Deluded, I'm back again. Speaking of back, Kai Havertz allegedly is back in training. You know, tonight we're playing against Crystal Palace. We beat Crystal Palace. We've got a two-legged tie in the semis against Chelsea and a fantastic chance of winning one of the four available trophies. Semenyo, apparently Mikel Arteta wants Semenyo. It seems like he's more aggressively being linked with other nations. But nonetheless, people, there's a lot to discuss and speak about. So yeah, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't. Big up you lot. I appreciate you. Man said one DG, never two. Come on. Semenyo prefer Bacola. I like Bacola. His ceiling's probably higher, but he's incredibly frustrating, man. Smash the likes and appreciate you lot. Let me know your thoughts. Big up Uggs. Mad work rate, AFCON streams and live streams. Working hard's the minimum in this life, man. It's the minimum in this life. Going for Semenyo would be good, but we just bought Madueke. Saka is always going to start if he's available. It's just left wing that people are fighting for, which is great. And you know what? Madueke and Saka, they're versatile and all those things, but left-hand side hasn't been sorted. You don't know. The only thing I'm more passionate about, excluding left wing, is central midfield. I think we need another midfielder or two. Eze can play left wing. Madueke can play left wing. Saka can play left wing. Jesus can play left wing. Trossard and Martinelli are probably the more realistic ones. But who do you bet? Who is that guy for 30, 35, 38 potential games? Actually, if you look at Arsenal's front three, there's a lot undecided. Maybe the front four. We know Odegaard is the captain, and I'm not saying he's going to get sold or anything like that. But looking at the front four, so the 10, the striker, the left wing, and obviously right wing, Saka's position all day. You know, Saka's not there. Madueke can deputize and all of that. Max Dowman can get minutes there. He ain't been given minutes over there, but you've got Noni Madueke, but there's a clear hierarchy and there's a clear number one. Up front, we want it to be Gyökeres in the sense that we just bought a striker. We want it to work and all those things. But Gyökeres, Gabriel Jesus, Kai Havertz, Mikel Merino, depends who you speak to, you'll get a different answer kind of thing. And I've just alluded to left wing. And even in the 10, we know it's Odegaard's, but is it Odegaard or Eze? I think that needs to be sorted out. Relationships need to be brought to life in the final third. These players need to start playing together. Individually, all of our attackers need to go up several gears. And again, I mentioned Eze, I mentioned Gyökeres, right? But for the last couple of seasons, we've questioned really what's going on in the final third. I know we score a lot of goals and all of that, but we know to get to the next level, Arteta needs to find that balance of locking down defense, doing what he's doing in midfield, and where we can, releasing the handbrake. And I personally feel from Newcastle away until Sunderland, we did see that. And we've kind of reverted back to okay, Fabrizio Romano's announced something in relation to Arsenal. I did kind of think, as I was saying, we've kind of reverted back to type. Actually, not to make a cop-out for Mikel Arteta, I think it correlates with the defensive injuries because I do think that's the one thing that gives him a bit of credit. Obviously, if we want to be attacking, we've got an inverted fullback. We've got Rice doing everything. We've got Zubi regulating. We're suffocating the other team flying forward. But then you've got Gabriel Magalhaes and Saliba. So I do think that gives Arteta a luxury. And I only started to believe this in the Chelsea game, Chelsea away. I think we were conservative in our approach before a ball was kicked. The way Chelsea started, we doubled down on that. They went down to 10 men. We still never went for the punch. I do think that's a gift and curse of Arteta in that his best strength is he's an overthinker. But then that kind of kills you if it makes sense, people. It's not the same, but it's like Pep. You know, how many times do you see Pep would get to would keep the same like formation and players en route to a final. He gets to a final. He does something in the final that you haven't done. So that's where you got to look at it. And in terms of learning curves, Arteta, you need to look at Luis Enrique and Pep Guardiola. Pep Guardiola's ideal striker is a false nine. He's found a way to make it work with Haaland and adapted. Luis Enrique, I see in PSG, I see a defensive side. I see them play out from the back. I see inverted fullbacks. You know, I see them press well. I see them be a good defensive side. But there's also freedom within that framework, you know, in that they've married defensive solidity with also letting the players express themselves. They're midfield free. Sometimes the 6 is the furthest forward. Their wingers are interchanging. Obviously, Dembele's playing as a false 9. And they do have Ramos in the squad. So these are the kind of things that I think Arteta needs to go to war with himself. Arsenal needs to go to war with themselves. And then we can finally get into a scenario that we haven't been in. Fabrizio Romano. Again, big up you lot. Smash the like button. Keep your conversations coming. Without you lot, the thing is dead, people. Let's add that there. Tab police, I'd look away if I was you, people, because you know me, I'm not shy to use a tab. And do you know what? Yeah, it will make sense when we go through things. But there's one guy. If I say anything in relation to Napoli, he's like, oh, what you telling lies? It will make sense in a sec. I just want to see what he's talking about now. Smash the likes. Big up yourself, T, as well. Semenyo sees himself as a striker. If we get him now, a better left winger in the summer, we could have a very fluid front three. And even that, Semenyo's versatility, like he's been linked with Man United. And Mbuemo can play across the front three. You've got Semenyo there. I don't really want to see Semenyo playing as a left wing back, but based on how United are playing right now, you can see how he slots in. You can see why would a player, would want to join Manchester City and be around those players and win trophies, and also the caveat of Pep Guardiola. But if he sees himself as a striker, it's not a guarantee that you're playing up front for Man United, because they could very well sign an upgrade on Sesko or something of that ilk. United always going to look on that. So it's not a guarantee. I don't know if he sees that. He's versatile, of course. And he wins a lot of headers and he's got a long throw. I don't think you can expect to play up front at City when you got Haaland. It's not a guarantee you'll play up front for Man United. It's definitely not a guarantee for Arsenal, not that we're involved. Spurs maybe, but I don't think he's going Spurs. Liverpool, you never know, especially with the injuries. Liverpool are there. It depends what you read. 1 minute City's the front runners, United are front runners, Liverpool are front runners. Now, Liverpool haven't checked in with Semenyo since November. There's a lot of twists and turns and bumps and bruises, man. Vitaya would be cold, man. But Chris, you know yourself, man. Vitaya, them man, they're at PSG. It's a wrap, man. It's not going to happen, man. But they're that's a midfielder I want, man. I'm back, guys, so I don't get accused of nonsense. Boo. Karma, you're a stranger, man. You're a stranger. You just remembered us. Big up to everyone for their consistent support, though, including you, Karma. Retire 90 mil euros price tag. I don't think we'd do it. If we had some change, a couple of pennies around, get it done, my boy. Get it done tomorrow. Today, in fact, people. Let's not waste time. Keep your thoughts coming. Let's share the screen, people, and see what we're going over. Yeah, Chelsea have thrown themselves in the Semenyo tab. We're going to go over Semenyo, man. We've got everything to discuss here. First things first, where Arsenal Football Club are concerned. Currently, until we kick off against Crystal Palace, in which we'll be doing a watch-along for, we've played 12 games. We've got 11 wins, 31 goals scored, 4 goals conceded, 8 clean sheets. Long may that continue. I want to win where do you lot stand on the League Cup? Me, I want to win everything. I don't want to do this. Oh, we're focusing on the league. It's a good opportunity to do what needs to be done, man. One love, DG and people. Semenyo will be a good choice, but what position is Eze playing? Left mid, sometimes right. He's had to move about. Bro, it's going to be the case, man. We need that. What happened to João Pedro? What do you mean? Are you talking about him struggling, or is he in the news? Is his name fluctuating at the moment? And for Chelsea, like, they bought Garnacho and Gittins, and assuming Semenyo, again, you can see where Semenyo fits in for Chelsea. 6 months later, they're involved. And to be fair, Chelsea were onto him when he went Bristol, if I'm completely honest, when he was at Bristol. So yeah, you won't get Semenyo to sell players. I disagree with that in a sense. I don't think we have to sell players, but I agree in the sense that you do feel we're only going to act if a Trossard or a Martinelli goes. Now, money talks, everything walks. I maintained in this August, and I maintain it now. If Martinelli, Trossard, all the players that get linked with moves away from Arsenal in the summer of 2026, if that's what you want to do your business. And granted, certain offers you can't reject. Don't make sense to sell Trossard right now because he's a man in form. Don't really make sense to sell Martinelli for the squad. As much as I hear the logic, if you sold one of them and bought Semenyo, joining a new club in January is a mad thing, even for Premier League-based players. A lot of players really struggle when they join in Jan, so it's not really making sense. Speaking of existing players, Kai Havertz, you would have seen, is back in training, people. I don't know if he'll be in the squad today. 1 minute he's out, then he's back. I don't know, people, but it'd be nice for him to stay fit. Like Gabriel Magalhaes, I feel sorry for Kai Havertz because you've had 2 massive injuries in 2025. Like, apart from obviously this video, last time we saw you was Man United, first game of the season, and we all know for every football club we've seen a lot. We've seen Salah, the Salah nonsense. We've seen a lot of football played. So yeah, Havertz has been starved, and he's a tool as part of the toolbox. We're going to need him. So yeah, Kai Havertz has returned to first team training. We all know he's not played since the opening day of the season, and he only played 30 minutes. And I think we remember last year against Wolves when Kai went down, he looked like he was running to the ground, man. A couple of men have been running to the ground. Ben White and Kai Havertz and Magalhaes come to mind. Not Gabriel Magalhaes, his latest injury. That's on Brazil, isn't it? So yeah. As often is the case when Arsenal players return after a long-term injury, his teammates welcome Kai back by lining up to form a tunnel and slapping him on the back as he ran through. The German is known for his meticulous is known for being, meticulous with his recovery from injuries, impressing those within the club with the dedication and speed with which he's been able to make progress. He did suffer a torn hamstring in February. He'd been expected to miss the rest of last season, but returned for the final 2 matches of the campaign, and then obviously looked decent in pre-season. And yeah, it's just been mad, people. On the significance of the League Cup, Arteta said, now the most important one is the League Cup against Palace, because it's the next game that we have. Taking it game by game, winning and performing in every game helps you for the next one. So now our focus is on that. So is he going to go strong, people? Like, what is going to be you lot's 11 for Crystal Palace today? Because me, I don't know, people. Obviously, I'm taking... Let me mute the mic. Apologies. For me, it's not that Kepa's done anything wrong, and I understand he'll play, but I'm on playing a strong team. I think Arteta's hands, whether it's your fault or circumstances, certain man, you can't... There's no option of resting and rotating, because you have to respect the Palace, and you don't have players to pick from. Like, there's no guarantee Kai Havertz is going to be in the squad. If he's in the squad, it might be one of those ones where players come back, they're on the bench and things of that ilk. So yeah, let's just delete the numbers, man. Delete the number. For me, what would be you lot's 11, people? We got a lot to discuss, man. And we don't really know what the team's going to be like, but let's get you out there. Get you there. Obviously, slap you there. Slap you there. Slap you there. Slap you there. So, yeah. I don't care about the numbers, but it's peeing me off, man. Let's just have a bit of class to what we're doing. Mods, make sure we're smashing likes, man. Come on. If you ain't hit the like button, what are you doing? So, yeah, I'd probably go Kepa, Lewis Skelly, Nkapie, that's how you spell it, Saliba. There's nobody else, bro. Like, you're not going to start no Marley Salmon and that. You might get minutes, but you're not going to start. Timber and Saliba, I'm sorry, we're going to have to. We're going to have to. For me, Rice is there. I would probably go Norgard. I'll probably go Norgard. Deserves a moment. And to be fair, Zubamendi looks spent. Up front is Techie. Right-hand side, I know what I'm going with. What are you lot going with, people? Because there's a lot of things going through my mind. A part of me wants to go... Part of me wants to see that. Part of me wants to trust out to play if he's fit. A part of me believes you'll see not Gyökeres, but Marino. There's even logic with, obviously not Marino left wing, but you might even see this. Eze out there, not Jesus. Not Marino, sorry, Wanyeri. Move, man. Fuck that. Part of me feels he might just go. I think Zubamendi and Marino might play together. They got a good partnership. A part of me thinks he might opt for this, which I don't know how to feel. Or do you put Calafiori centre half and Lewis Skelly? I know Calafiori, couldn't play in Wolves, but then again, you play Miles Lewis Skelly, you play Calafiori, you're shooting yourself in the foot. In an ideal world, you probably want to rest Nkapie or Calafiori. Because I must admit, even though we had a week off essentially against Everton and there's many other talking points, we still look knackered. Fuck it, man. Go with a strong team. We'll deal with the consequences later. Saka could start. I don't doubt he starts, but... And then, you know what? I am a hypocrite, because if I'm saying go strong and Saka's not in the team, then you can't really say it's Arsenal's strongest lineup. But for me, I'm not being funny. Madueke is a decent player. Out of all of the summer signings, obviously opinions adjusted. I think Madueke is, I don't want to say impressed the most, but you might have over-exceeded expectations to a slight degree. I'm not trying to gas it, but you get where I'm going. We still don't really know for Eze, for Zubi, for Gyökeres and whatnot. And we brought Madueke in for scenarios like this. And don't get twisted. The man on the bench are going to need to be utilised today, innit? So, yeah. Resting Nkapie for Calafiori plus Nkapie not training. Why is he not training? Is it one of those load management kind of things? I don't know, man. I don't know. So you could go Calafiori. I don't know for Calafiori and Miles Lewis Skelly down the left, though, man. Like, who's going to be the big bro? To be fair, when Nkapie has been there, I've called for the same thing. Nkapie has been filling in for Gabby for the longest. I hear it. Kepa, Saliba, Timber, Kala, Eze, Odegaard, Zubamendi, Gabriel Jesus, Gyökeres. To be fair, it wouldn't surprise me if, unfortunately, Ranieri, you don't start. Sorry, what am I doing that for? It wouldn't surprise me if Odegaard starts. I don't even feel comfortable changing 2 of the 3 in midfield, if I'm honest with you. But you could see something like that. I don't think Norgard starts. I won't be surprised today if Wanyeri and Norgard don't start. Who knows? Norgard might start centre half in place of Saliba today. You just never know. I don't think that's the smartest thing against Crystal Palace. But yeah, hit the sub button, road to 100k subs, hit the likes. Appreciate you, lot. Appreciate you. DG is the biggest Kai stan, so I know he's doing knee slides, seeing that training video. Look at this guy. Why do you not get bored of spelling? You know what, Nathan, you're bordering in with the Marcells and the Warrens, man. What are you lot smoking? Signing a Semenyo type of player will be a waste if our style is still slow and build up side to side. That's an Arteta thing then, man. DG, a lot of Arsenal fans want someone new but don't want competition for places. Arsenal fans are very temperamental and quite emotional, man. But yeah, Merry Christmas. Right back at you, and Merry Christmas to everyone. Him and Calla clashed together in the Everton game and hurt his shoulder. He'll be all right. DG, do you remember when Alex Ferguson told his team to find Van Persie or hold bench? They won the Prem. Great managers win and make adjustments. Our attack looks like it needs a manager to fine-tune it. 1,000,000%. Like I've said this in the summer. You can, as much as we're gassed about intrigued what Gyökeres could bring, seeing what Madueke done. There's a lot of coaching that needs to be done in that final third. It wasn't as white and black as slapping players on the pitch, and they just worked their magic. Crystal Palace have something later for you. Les said that may my enemies fail time and time again. I think the lineup is Kepa, Timber, Saliba, Calla, MLS, Norgard, Merino, Wanyeri, Noni, Jesus, Gyökeres. I don't think we see Jesus and Gyökeres start, I don't think we see both of them, honest to God. I don't think we see both, but you just never know, man. And that's my thing going into today. I don't know what Mikel Arteta is essentially planning or looking to do. Where are we where the tabs are? Do you lot, completely off topic, but what do you lot make of this comment with Tim Sherwood, people? I'd rather be Arsenal and take the 2 points. This league is going to be won by 1 or 2 points or on goal difference. If it's 1 on goal difference, we've got no chance. Haaland's on 19. Before we played Everton, City scored 10 more goals than us. You can't go down to goal difference. Obviously, defense is part of it, which is why we need our defenders back. We can keep more clean sheets than City, 100%. We can't score more goals. It's going to be that tight. So I'd rather be where Arsenal are at the moment. If you ask Mikel Arteta which squad he would rather manage at the moment, I think he would take his own. Mikel must be looking in his rear mirror and seeing that sky blue shirt coming at him. But yeah, if you're driving and you keep looking at the rear mirror, when you look at obviously the front, you might crash. So moral of the story, you have to look at what people are doing. Do your job. Make sure the car's been MOT'd. There's enough petrol in the car. Everything's working. Keep driving. Follow the sat nav. There might be delays. You might be taking on reroutes, but stay on course as much as you can. Mikel must be looking in his rear view mirror and seeing sky blue shirts coming at him. With Pep Guardiola there, trust. He's a serial winner, knows how to go the course and distance. Arsenal will get edgy. They have worried me a little bit. The Wolves game worried me. They dropped off and it looks a little bit anxious towards the latter stage of the game, but got the job done. Listen, Pep Guardiola and his players, been there, won it, wore the T-shirt. Even though this City team is not on par with the previous City teams, we know that they can be the chasers. They can be the chasers. We know they can put great runs of form together as they're showing at the moment, yeah. But one thing I do find funny is people will focus on the Wolves game, which I have. But then nobody says when City concede 4 against Fulham and win, granted, great, but there's not too many times you're going to concede 4 in a game and walk away with it. You look at the Brentford games and Crystal Palace where they won, but these teams should be kicking themselves. My point being, I think it's a fair fight. Obviously, I'd rather it not be City with Haaland, Foden's purring in a World Cup year. Haaland's going to the World Cup and doing what he's doing. Donnarumma's great. They are a very good team, but I don't think people keep it chill. We just need to focus on ourselves, man. Like, there's a serious race. Chelsea have been in there and they're still in that. Aston Villa's form has put them in a conversation. City is City. For me, though, it's a weird one because I do think, I've said it before, second half against Liverpool, first half against City, Wolves game for everybody, Sunderland game, I think our away form needs to improve. I wouldn't say we've been perfect, but we haven't been as dead as people, and I'm talking about Arsenal fans have made out. We definitely haven't been as great. I don't subscribe to the lazy narrative, like when we dropped points to Sunderland or Villa, and it was like, we've only lost 2 of X amount of games, which is true, but it's a lazy narrative. We've got a good platform. My only worry for Arsenal is ourselves, not to say we're the biggest and baddest. We do find a way to self-capitulate at times. Obviously, the injuries, The attack needs to start pulling its weight, if I'm honest. Away form needs to get adjusted. For me personally, I think we need to go back to high standards defensively, regardless of who's fucking playing right in that defense or not. And also, you see, like this period we've been in. So let's just say from Newcastle to now, like all of their games. I wish I could swap, and that was like February to the end of the season, because I would be quite bullish that we might be able to do it. I'm nervous about that period because I look at City, whatever it said, and I know they could last last season. When it's business time, we've seen cold-hard evidence that man will do what needs to be done. We haven't seen that with us. Yes, I'm aware 2013, 14, we handled business, went on a great run. Obviously, we took it to the last day of the season and things never happened, didn't it? So these are just things to be wary about. It could be better. It sure as hell could be a lot worse. But yeah, I just wanted to know what you lot made of that. What do you lot also make of this as well? Rooney has shared his impact on Gyökeres. You know what? The way Rooney's been talking about Arsenal, about Gyökeres, about Rice, come to the good side, man. Come, there's a job for you, man. Man United ain't got nothing for you. He does a little bit more than what you see. Even on Saturday, he occupies the two centre-backs, James Tarkowski and Michael Keane. To be fair, he should be doing that anyways. That creates a bit more space for your number 10 or your wide players who are coming inside. I think all of us at this moment can understand with all 9 strikers out of 10 at all clubs do that. Even Haaland does. It's just that Haaland's a killer as well in front of goal. I think it's important for Arsenal. He's doing a job which helps other players. He just hasn't got the goals which you'd expect from him. And you know what? Yeah, I don't want to agree with Jamie Carragher, but I think he said it in isolation. I agree with him. I think he said something along the lines of, like, I don't think Gyökeres is a talent like that, but there's something I like about him. That's what I feel. I don't necessarily feel you're the answer, but I think there's something you can bring to this squad. There's a lot more to give. And Gyökeres, you need to do better, but Arteta, I did believe, regardless of, I'm happy you got Eze and Gyökeres and, all these things. I think there's stuff you need to do from the coaching aspect in the final third. So I knew it weren't as white and black. You could slap Isak out there, the best left winger in the world. I still think there's a bit of a tax. I always wonder how much better would Saka be if, we never had these talking points in an attacking sense. But at the same time, I need more. I need more, man. Dude, we need this cup. It's the only competition we have control over. Let's not focus on majors too much. It's been 32 years, no League Cup. Imagine Gooners. I think Eze on the left only works with Hincapié as a left back. DG, buddy, when Teta does a press conference, it feels like he's a politician talking about, we'll say, C19, painful as a fan. Shane Dowman is injured for tonight. Hopefully, Marley Salmon gets to play. Be lovely to see Dowman. He'll be all right. But yeah, man, I hope Salmon gets minutes off the bench. I'll be amazed if he starts. It'd be good for a good experience for him. Big up, DJ. I've been working hard like on a plantation. Wow. So I've been too tired to comment, but I'm watching, like, appreciate you. Mikel's a madman. We never know. Front three, I think, is... Well, he's Wakes, Jesus, and Small Gabs. I'm not sure on the spelling there, my don. If Wanyeri doesn't start, it's over. 150 watching, only 50 likes. Smash the like button, people. I think the lineup is Kepa, Timber, Saliba, Callot, MLS, Norgard, Merino, Wanyeri, Noni, Jesus, and Gyökeres. Service is an issue. I want Eze and Gyökeres to bang, but our manager needs to do better. 6 years and no Prem. Jose and Luis would have won several, but hey, he's going to need to do that. The man of the moment really going into the Palace game, until he got a hat-trick against them and the current climate we're in, could see him. No way Kepa plays. For me, I would start Raya, but like, Kepa, you ain't been anywhere to put a foot wrong. These are the games you're going to play. Still should be all right. For me, our defense is delicate in it, like, and it's about communication and stuff. I don't really want to play around with the defense. Granted, if you rotate and get through, great. You can rotate, it goes left. You can keep the same players, it goes left. I don't know. I know the landscape we've got, yeah, and I know it's the League Cup, but I would just like to, like, imagine this was a semi-finals or a quarterfinals of a Champions League game. So you're playing on the Tuesday, and obviously you're playing on Saturday. Would we be banging on about rotation, or would you want to see the best team out there? I always try and bear that in mind. Mikel Arteta has backed unbelievable Gabriel Jesus to get the best out of Arsenal's attack. Now, Arteta, you have to do that. Jesus is a facilitator. You've got a bulldozer, a facilitator, a world-class player in Saka, a magician in Odegaard, quality Eze, make something happen. What's this? This must be old. Wenger calls for Kessié. Agent reveals Arsenal are tracking Serie A sensation Frank Kessié. Many years removed from that, but nonetheless, you can see now, not only in games, every day in training, how much he wants it. He's going to deserve a chance still. That's probably the biggest quality of Gabby, bringing people together, connecting with people, and generating a lot of uncertainty in the opponent. When you see him today against Everton, the amount of spaces that he was involved in, that's his biggest quality. So we need to exploit that. And he described him as a player who creates chaos. Okay, so you player that creates chaos, bulldozer, Saka. I'm not gonna lie, we're Arsenal. We shouldn't be we're doing too much talking about creating chances. And regardless of what you tell me, you don't have to believe Gyökeres is the guy. You don't have to believe wholeheartedly in Eze and looks hot and cold, or Odegaard or Saka. If our attackers were coached at some other clubs, you might see a bit more out of them. If these players were put at other teams in the Prem, you might see a bit more out of them. I do maintain it's a coaching issue to a slight degree. I actually think it's more coaching. Like, yeah, the hardest thing in football is to score goals. Make it work, innit? So I don't know for this, people, but you always get onto me about tab police and that. So, you see, we're learning. Things are closing. Things are closing. See, things are closing. Again, it all depends where you read, people. But apparently, Arsenal looked at Anton Semenyo's situation, but with a larger intention of signing him next summer. It's not thought the winger is willing to wait until that point. That was by David Ornstein. Now, I don't know if this is anybody creditable. Seems like quite a few people follow this account. Mikel Arteta has asked Andrea Berta to do whatever it takes to sign Anton Semenyo in January, and a big sale is not out of question. Arsenal will act now because of an uncertainty around Pep's future. Will hit the mainstream in the next few days. So that was on the 18th of December. Ain't nothing about Arsenal then, so you're capping. Romano's offered his 2 pence. Big battle ongoing for Anton Semenyo as Chelsea also called today to inquire on the deal conditions. Manchester United and Manchester City in talks with the players' camp for days. Talks remain underway. Liverpool are also interested since November. 65 million release clause expires on Jan the 10th. So you're going to have to get it done. You're going to have to get it done quick and fast, if I'm completely honest, if you want the guy. People, there's 200 of you locked in. To the 57 of you that have hit the like button, God bless you. If you haven't hit the like button, what are you doing? Come on, man. And big up everyone at this point who's going to watch this on a replay. So where are we at with this? And again, this is David Ornstein confirming the Semenyo Chelsea. They did look at him when he was at Bristol. They've made an initial inquiry to his camp over conditions of a Jan deal. Chelsea already intended to sign one attacker next summer, so move for Bournemouth forward would be accelerating plans among multiple contenders. Semenyo isn't coming to Arsenal, and I'm not even mad. No way Chelsea signed an experienced player. Assuming you can have your pick, would you go for Yildiz or Semenyo, and why? Oh, that's a nasty question. You know what? With my coaching philosophy as an armchair expert and just out of context, Yildiz baller, quality, want that. He's one of them, even if it don't make sense. Like, you sign them and there and you figure it out later type of thing. But with Arsenal, the profile Semenyo, like, I think it would make more sense. I see you slotting off the left. You can play you're in a number of roles. You got a long throw on you. You know, we knock it long, you win the seconds. Yildiz, I don't really want him playing off the left. Like, I know he can do it and all of that, but come on, man, he's a central player. Them players there, you want to facilitate their thing properly, innit? I don't know if you're going to play centrally because you got Rice and Zubimendi. One of you is not going to drop out. Obviously, whether you rate Odegaard or not, they're here. I think the profile, they're more like Semenyo. It more makes sense for what we're looking at. Chelsea have been chasing him for the longest. Yildiz and Alvarez is my dream summer. Hey, bro, if we could get Alvarez, I don't think he would trade sunny Spain to come back to England where he's you've played for Pep. You've played for the greatest manager, arguably, in this country or in world football. You've been with City, been there, done it, wore the T-shirt. You're in Spain. I'm sure your family and that is probably more akin to the way of Argentina in Spain, like climate and shit. You got bare Argentinian man over there, and Semenyo and Simeone. Sorry, I'm sure your wife and that and family, they're all cool, nice in school, little gated community with everybody. If anything, I think it's more likely he goes Barcelona than Arsenal. Really, if I'm honest with you, stranger things have happened though, man. Chelsea have always downplayed. This is by Ben Jacobs. Chelsea have always downplayed entering the race for Semenyo, but told they actually considered an approach in the last few days. An initial inquiry has been made to Semenyo's reps. For me, though, I wanted the left wing in the summer, regardless of Trossard and Martinelli. So how far is this whole selling to buy? I know there's all accountancy periods. If you pull the trigger now for Semenyo, it affects what you're going to do in the summer. Bournemouth probably saying at this moment in time, listen, you got to the 10th of January, activate his release clause. We don't care if you're going to give us the same money, but you want to tailor the deal in a certain sort of way. We ain't got time for that, innit? We will negotiate in the summer. So I don't know if Arsenal are going to commit that much, but it can't really be a sell to buy. It shouldn't be a sell to buy thing. And I don't know how I look at it, because in the summer, I don't know why Semenyo didn't go anywhere. Maybe no one was hot on him because he signed a new deal. Nico Williams obviously signed a new deal at them lot. I think Rodrigo was linked with a lot of clubs. Clearly, that no club got any encouragement because for all the rumors, there was nobody bidded. Rafael, it just seems like paper talk. I don't know, man, but it is well. Either way, I know from now till May 2026 or August 2026 or September deadline 2026, I need a left winger. There's no way around it. You need a left winger at this football club. Unless we wake up and Martinelli is the complete opposite of what we see, or you get where I'm going. Graham Bailey of Team Talk has said Chelsea and Arsenal have both made initial inquiries about Semenyo. Team Talk can confirm. Sources confirm both clubs have spoken with his camp as he prepares to leave Bournemouth at the start of next month. Now, if we take all of these words for gospel, City are chatting, Liverpool are chatting, Chelsea are chatting. Where our links are the weak, United are chatting, if I haven't said that. Our links are the weakest because we saw some dodgy ITK account. This Don said it. Romano has mentioned all the other clubs. He ain't mentioned us. Ornstein hasn't mentioned us. It's probably Was, if I'm honest with you. It probably really is Was. So, yeah, I don't know. But, yeah, he said sources confirm both clubs have spoken with his camp as he prepares to leave Bournemouth at the start of next month. As it stands, Man City and Man United are leading the chase, having held lengthy talks with the players. Liverpool remain calm, but have not returned or followed through with their interest despite initial talks. Tottenham also keen. Tottenham are not getting him. Liverpool, we saw that. We just read that they spoke in November and left him with Isak's injury. Maybe there's a bit more of a need to get an attacker despite whatever they spent in the summer. I don't know. It doesn't feel. We just heard Arsenal have linked. We've made initial inquiries. We're not in for him. It'd be nice, but we're not in for him. So yeah, Semenyo's January release clause is only valid for the first 10 days. And I actually feel in the last few days with the aggression, there must be a willingness from Semenyo's camp and his agent that, there's a move for us in January. I don't know. Maybe not Semenyo, but we need to sign someone in Jan to give us a boost. Admittedly, yeah, if you asked me a few weeks ago, like before the injuries were looking this bad, I would have said, yeah, let's get in for Semenyo. As I've been saying, I was like, would have got in for Semenyo. Let's do that. Then I started to feel, I need a centre mid. If anything happens to Rice, we need someone that's a bit leggy. And you don't know me in general. I believe Arsenal I think there's scope to sign another left winger or an attacker, an 8, a 6. I think you could, unpopular opinion, man, you could sign another defender. You could sign another striker. But in terms of absolute priorities, I think 2 centre mids wouldn't go amiss, a left winger. Now, if you ask me, though, I would say centre mid. And if you could, I don't know if it's a loan or a development, but just in terms of profile, if you could get me a leggy midfielder and maybe a Timber, Tomiyasu, versatile defender type, I'll bite your arm off for that now. I'm not even thinking about Semenyo or left wing or anything like that. I feel that's a dream right now. Like, we kind of need to look after our priorities. It's like you need to pay the bills of your house to stay in your house. Semenyo's like a flat screen TV. We ain't got time to be thinking of that right now because the way the injuries are looking is scary. Fabrizio Romano has said, people, Maurizio Micheli has started his work at Arsenal as part of recruitment and scouting team under Andrea Berta. All documents were signed early this month to let Micheli leave Napoli and try a new chapter at Arsenal as agreed in November. There were some rumours, and this confirms that he started already. Brother, Berta, we saw what you did at Atletico. We've seen what you've done at Napoli. Napoli won a cup yesterday, big them up. Go find us the next Carrot Skeeler in that. Go find us these guys. Get us guys for the first team. Get us guys that are development signings. You sign a man for 10 million. He might not be able to make it here. You sell him, for 30, 40. Put that back in the transfer kitty. Then maybe, when the Rices and these kind of big money additions become available, we're laughing, innit? So I'd be on that, man. So we'll have to see. Semenyo's manager, I think, has spoken. Romano has said Anton Semenyo will pick his next club soon, with 4 clubs now keen and in talks with his camp. Wait, so who are the 4 clubs? Please be Arsenal, man. So that's Liverpool, clearly. Man United, clearly. Manchester City, clearly. And Chelsea, innit? It's not us. Chelsea, Man United, Man City, Chelsea, Liverpool. Well, I mean, it could be Spurs, but Spurs is that dead thing. You're bored, innit? You're just chatting to, you're like, your roster's dead. You're just chatting to them for no reason. Like, when you're roasting, you will do crazy things that you don't want to do in it. So yeah, big up everyone pushing that. Smash their like button. Rude Star, Boston, Fire, Linz. Come on. It's not City. I'm not going to lie. We've been reading it though. All City be linked with him. United is the best place for him. I don't know. because Lenny Euro's being left to his own devices. Heaven's being left to his own devices. Sesko is struggling. I don't know. It's been a rocky road for Ahmad. Obviously, Ruben Amorim's bust him. Kobe Maino's probably going to get opportunities now. But yeah, I don't know about the best place. It's Man United, isn't it? It's the biggest club in the world, potentially. You can see where he's slotting at left wing. Probably get paid well. I understand if he goes there. I understand if he goes City with Pep and whatnot. I understand if he goes Chelsea. They've been on to you for time. London. Obviously, Chelsea have won stuff. It makes sense. I understand if you came to Arsenal. I would not understand Spurs. Because Spurs tells me you just want to play every week with no expectations, really. Maybe, but it'd be interesting to see how this thing develops. So yeah, this is the news that I most care about. That this guy's actually started his job at Arsenal. If you don't want to see silliness, Arsenal are perfect fit for world-class PSG ace who's unsettled as Real Madrid block second pursuit. Arsenal are on alert after learning Ousmane Dembele is unhappy at PSG, as per reports, while Real Madrid are trying to stop 3 players from joining Mikel Arteta's side. Yeah, man. I don't think anyone believes we're in for Ousmane Dembele. Maybe when he was at Rennes. PSG view the 28-year-old as a key part of their project, which is now focused on the best French talent, though an exit has suddenly been talked up. So tomorrow he'll probably sign a new contract. According to Football Transfers and French source Canal Plus, there's growing unease at PSG with Dembele unsettled at the club. The player is said to be frustrated with how he's being used by Enrique. Even when Dembele has been declared fit, he has not been a guaranteed starter despite his incredible exploits last season. This all could be true, but under Luis Enrique, you finally reached your potential in terms of you won the champs, you won the Ballon d'Or, and PSG finally looked like a football team, not just signing man and it's all mad. Not sure. I'd have Dembele, but it's going to cost, he's 28, not that I care about that. He's going to cost big money. I mean, Luis Enrique used him as a false 9. I can see where Arteta gets it from. You and Saka interchange, it could be great. I'd rather believe the Doué links or the Bacola links. So yeah, we've been linked to. I don't think anyone believes this. Rodrigo's finally playing for Real Madrid, so I don't believe it. But apparently, we made contact over the summer. Sources have confirmed to us that Arsenal have held talks with Rodrigo's camp over a possible January move. Speaking of Chelsea, Nicholas Jackson's just scored for Senegal, by the way, people. They're a goal up against Botswana on the 39th minute. Big up to everyone who's part of my AFCON watch-alongs. I don't know about this. Real Madrid will also snub approaches from Arsenal or any other club for fellow winger Vinicius Jr. Both players have been considering their futures of late, but Real Madrid believe they can convince the pair to stay. And we've looked at Victor Valempenas, who's a defender, recently made his debut and did quite well against Havertz, apart from his mistake, people. Can play left back as well as centre half. With the current landscape, that would help us right now, people. We're apparently working hard to beat Borussia Dortmund to the 19-year-old signature. He's got a 44 million release clause, but come on, man. Create 10 out of 10 creativity. 10 out of 10 creativity for this nonsense. Victor Gyökeres has said, you can be in a period like this as a football player. It's been like that for me in the last few weeks. Of course, we have won football matches, and that is the most important thing when you're here. You want to contribute on the pitch and do your job. You take it game by game and try to do your best to take advantage of the chance you get. I don't think about it too much. Is there anything else? We've gone over the Gabriel Jesus impact stuff. We went over the Declan Rice stuff yesterday. What's Sturridge said about Arsenal? Arsenal fought their socks off, business-like performance, though. We talk about how they went about their business, made good passes, good decisions. I think they'll go home buzzing with their overall team performance. The first half, they were okay. The second half, they kept knocking. In the end, you go back top of the league with a performance like that, and the manager will be pleased. Fair enough, people. Moving on. Okay. Somebody said close the tabs. We're working on it. What have we got here? Timber had a great game against Everton, as we know. But we don't need that as well. Close that. Since the start of his first season with Sporting, Victor Gyökeres has converted all 19 penalties he's taken. 19 taken, 19 scored. That's great. Okay, fair play. What else have we got? Arsenal have won a penalty away from home in the Premier League for the first time in 2025. Okay. What has Gyökeres said here? I try to do my best on the pitch always. You need to get to know the system, how we play, and then fit into that role and adapt to that. We're playing quite well. We're in a good position in the league and the Champions League. We need to keep going. Okay. And I don't know if this is 30 people, but Ben White's possible return date is penciled in for January the 17th. Max Dowman's unknown, but he was apparently, I'm sure Arteta said he'd be out for 2 months. Mosquera is penciled in to be back against Forest as well on the 17th. 27th of December against Brighton for Magalhaes. I'll believe that when I see it. And this is said 27th for Kai Havertz, but who knows? He might be involved today. It's probably more realistic to see him in the squad in some capacity at the earliest day on Saturday when we're playing. Calafiori picked up a knock, huh? Man, I ain't reading into that. That's clearly old. Arsenal are one of the clubs interested in Atalanta starlet Marco Bielsa, according to Court Offside. He's currently on loan at Calahigri, where he's impressed with 3 assists from 15. He's operated as a right wing back. You know our thing, people. We love defenders, so it would have got a miss. 20 years of age, emerging international footballer. Obviously, you throw in the fact that Ben White's injured. I mean, we were linked with Dembele. We've gone over that. 10 out of 10 for creativity. We've also been linked with another Italian defender. AC Milan may find it difficult to resist the temptation to cash in on Davide Bartezaghi, but a move to Arsenal would raise questions over Miles Lewis-Skelly's future. The only thing that wouldn't raise questions is if Miles Lewis-Skelly finally got some minutes in centre midfield. The Italian youngster has been one of the breakout stars of the current Serie A season. Milan signed Pervis Estupiñán to replace Theo Hernandez in the summer. Bartezaghi has overtaken the new recruit in the pecking order. To be fair, Estupiñán's stinking up the gaff for them lot, man. AC Milan have bought some crap defenders. I'm sure they had Emerson Royal. Their left wing back, so we've been linked with a left wing back and a right back today. Scored his first 2 senior goals when he scored a brace over against Sassuolo earlier this month, and his emergence has not gone unnoticed outside Italy. Bartezaghi has been on the radar of Premier League clubs for a while. Arsenal in particular have been heavily linked with the 19-year-old. The Gunners are reportedly also interested in Milan reserve keeper Lorenzo Tarani. Andrea Berta is set to welcome Maurizio Micheli to his recruitment staff. We've gone over that. According to a journalist, Carlo Pellegatti, Milan may find it difficult to resist the temptation of cashing in on Bartezaghi, given that the homegrown would represent pure profit for the Rossoneri. What's worrying me today is the Bartezaghi situation, because I've read that English teams, Arsenal above all, are closely monitoring Bartezaghi. My fear is that if English sirens were to go off about Bartezaghi with potential capital gain, the temptation would be too strong. So we'll have to see. Anyone believe that? I think there's an element of truth in that, but I think that's more sky in seeing what my man could be tomorrow. Chelsea have reportedly outlined a fresh transfer plan to beat Arsenal, Manchester United, to the signing of Leo midfielder Ayub Buwadi. You've got more midfielders than we can count. Look what Amarin's doing with Maino. Come to this side, man. We got you patterned with, Arsenal synonymous with French. It makes sense. You, Zubamendi, Rice, we're cooking. Apparently, Berta has been in contact with Bowadi's reps. Chelsea and United have also expressed their desire to finalize an agreement. In fact, Court Offside state that Chelsea are ready to submit a January bid worth 40 to 50 million. We're not going to. Them big ticket items, I don't think we're involved in them in January. And he's also got interest from Liverpool, PSG, and Real Madrid people. Man United view him as a replacement for Casemiro, and Arsenal are laying the groundwork for a summer deal. So it'd be interesting to see exactly what happens in that regards. Is there anything else with Arsenal in the papers? Why have I got the tab over here? We've gone over that. Big up you lot, people. What you lot saying in the comments? Let's circle back. Let's see if there's anything Arsenal news. I mean, Kai's in training. We're not really linked with Semenyo, but yeah, don't appear that there's anything new here. What's this? Arsenal are unlikely to compete with Chelsea, Man United, Man City, and Liverpool to sign Semenyo in January. So just correlating what we already know. Arsenal are not expected to be in the race. Mikel Arteta side view the deal as more of a summer move. Fair enough. So maybe he don't want to wait. In fact, David Ornstein has said, the names that are emerging as leading contenders right now are Man City and Man United in no particular order. They're both extremely fond of him. Liverpool are said to have great admiration for him. They haven't moved to the same extent so far, to my knowledge. But let's see if anything changes around the Isaac injury, because we have just broken the news that Liverpool feared that it's a significant injury to his lower left leg. Tottenham were keen, and I'm led to believe we're prepared to pay a significant salary to Semenyo, but he's politely focusing on other options. You see, you man are trying to, bro, them guys there, that the girl don't want to talk to you. I'll take you to the Shard, bro. Stop being lame. Play your position. Focus on Xavi Simons. Spurs will always be little, man. And this is why I'll never take verbal from anything with Spurs. Man United, as much as they annoy me, Man United, Liverpool, Chelsea, City, these lot can give Arsenal verbal. That's the same. These lot have been there, done it. Like, fam. Know your place. Getting rejected by man at Bournemouth and that, respectfully, to get the fuck out of here, man. Oh, you can come back to London. We'll give you peas. We're in the champs. Thomas Frank. You don't care about that, man. Stay in your lane, man. Anyways, Mainly, it seems United or City, and you'll have to make a decision around that. I would have said he's going Man United until this Chelsea stuff. Now I don't know, if I'm honest with you. Tottenham were, oh, sorry, seen that already. I think Arsenal may have looked at the situation, but more towards the summer. I don't think he's willing to wait until that point. Talksport report that Arsenal would only be open to a move for Semenyo in the January window if they offload a winger. So, yeah, I don't want to sell Trossard or Martinelli. I don't think it makes sense, because then the logic makes sense, but Trossard's the man of the moment right now. Martinelli's a squad player for us. Semenyo, we like you, Premier League proven, all that jazz, but it's no guarantee you're going to bang. It don't make sense. The reality, the FIFA approach, it makes sense. But when you're trying to win a title, when your team is not really got the stability it's used to, it don't make sense, man. Not sold by Semenyo at all, really. DG closed some tabs and the lights in my yard got brighter. Scary, man. All right, big up KJ. If the first thing man are talking about with Semenyo is his stats, then I'm not interested. I haven't mentioned his stats once. And while I'm at it, the only thing we need this January is training for Gyökeres and Jesus, because if they're 5-win, we win 2 trophies without a doubt. Semenyo, Arsenal. And don't forget to turn on your notification bells. Big up Rob. He is right. 7 p.m. We'll begin our watch along for Arsenal against Crystal Palace today in the quarterfinals of the League Cup. Big up Fury. As the man said, let's win everything. Semenyo got basically half of Saka's goals in the same amount of career games. Arteta has to stop with this matrix ball all the time. Keep the defensive work, but also be brave and fully attack teams. That's how you win the Prem. Semenyo plays up front as well as wing and cam as well. Seeing him in Ghana lead the line. Yeah, we did sign a new scout. We need to sign Luis Enrique in the summer. 241 people here. Big up all of you, but we only got 80 plus likes. Hit the like button. It's free and takes a second. Man said he's surprised didn't mention Mbappe and Bellingham too. Now, team talk's different from that. Nicholas Jackson did score. Of course, he's on lower wages than than Arteta. 100%. Luis Enrique would demand more than 50 mil that Arteta is getting. Recruiting that. Oh, be respectful. Be respectful. Don't take it that far. Vinny is poison. We don't know Vinny from nowhere, though. Whoever wrote it's bored. Rodrigo would easily want 350k. I hear that. For me, it's just Rodrigo. I don't want you to cry. We know Real Madrid would be a step down from Arsenal, but I don't want you to cry about that if they want to sell you. He's got what he's wanted, though. Like, you're in Real Madrid's team now. I like Doué. Doué's lacking a bit of consistency to go to that next level. Like, even though PSG beat us, he misses a lot of, for a player of his standard, easy 1v1s. Did it against us, which obviously, if you miss it against Arsenal, happy. As good as Semenyo seems to be, we have 5+ people who can play there, but 3 centre mids for 2 positions, and one of them is Norgard. I hear it. Big up yourself, Kim Henry. Man said, get Luis Enrique, he'll bring Dembele with him. Semenyo would struggle under Maresca because we've seen a Stalvio bench to favour Gluttons and Garnicio. Pedro Neto rarely gets benched. You know what? Welcome to Arsenal, Pedro Neto, then. Because if Chelsea gets Semenyo, we know where we're shopping in the summer, really. You know where we're shopping in the summer. Can we get to 100 likes? Appreciate you. DG, remember when they were shouting Euro better than our Rolls Royce? Oh, that's harsh. He's definitely he's not near Saliba, but Gabriel weren't Gabriel of today without that development. Van Dijk the same. Obviously, half these defenders. I just think Lenny Euro's in a team with bad habits, and you're a young player. There's times where you're going to look mature beyond your years, and there's times you're going to get skinned. I know people don't want to hear it, but how do you get better at something? If I want to learn to ride the bike, I'm going to drop off it and scrape my knee in it. I just think for him, the team has bad habits. You play a back 5, and you're still shit defensively. Anyone that was part of that watch along, I said, Heaven's another one. He did well, but in terms of anyone that's played Sunday League, when you need to talk and push up the lines and stuff, it's 2 young boys leading the young boys. Like, when you've got wing backs, there's going to be gaps. Lenny Euro pulled out into that channel's cash money. Saw it last season against Southampton. Then you've got Heaven centrally, can't really govern. You're going to go through this. There's a player in Lenny Euro, but you're going to get pulled from pillar to post. Good day, good day. What AFCON matches will you cover? No more from me for today. I mean, indirectly as we're here, Senegal are beating Botswana. We pick up everyone who was part of my Congo versus Benin watch along. We'll be there. Tomorrow, whatever game's at 8 p.m, I want to watch that. I'm sure that's the one. So, yeah, big up to everyone who's been part of the AFCON watch-alongs, man. We've done 3 in 3 days. So, yeah, one love to everyone, man. It's not City. And Merry Xmas, festive greetings, and Happy New Year in advance. Got it all there, man. We ain't moving in Jan unless Don Berta has something. It's going to have to pull a rabbit out of the hat. I can't tell you who, where, how, but it screams maybe there's, a guy that can sign for us and play left wing that's going to be a baller. But right now, we don't know nothing about him. He might cost us 10 million. We might go into the loan market. I'd love to know what the priorities are, because I'm not Arteta, but me, I think my first priority, and you have to play it by ear, because people can come back and get injured, but it depends when people are returning. I'd see what you could do in the low market for a defender. Maybe, ideally, couldn't tell you who, a Tomiyasu, Timber, guy that can play everywhere. That would be it for me. Centre midfielder as well, because I'm nervous about midfield. I like Zubimendi. You're still adapting. Norgard, I don't. Maybe it's nothing to do with you. It's just other people, other options, but you ain't being given an opportunity. There might have to be Marino and Kai Havertz stints in midfield. I think anything happens to Rice, we're in trouble. We still have to fight, still have to try and get over the line, but Rice goes down, it's dark, man. And I want Rice and Zubi back up as well, man. You're not alone. If City get him, it's over for us. I mean, our left-hand side is ish. Champions League pot hasn't touched the pitch yet. Champions League player of the year hasn't touched the pitch yet. We spent a lot in the summer. We had to get Hincapié on layaway, so I doubt we have money without ourselves. True. Arsenal fans are always on rotation, but should know by now, Arteta is going full strength. Maybe Eze and Noni come in, but that would be it. With Arsenal, it seems like they run to the finish line rather than through the finish line. Semenyo would be an exclamation point for teams and ambitions for both champs and Prem. We need him. He's the guy, plus he wants to come here. I can't believe people want to rotate. I'm only bringing in Eze and Jesus. Semenyo will sign for Chelsea. Big up yourself, Andrew. Appreciate you, man. Said I'm a real one. Thank you, man. Thank you. As my boy Rob has said, like, sub, notifications on, hype, share, comment, join the channel. We want that 100K plaque. We'll go right here. 100%. Big up 2-3 as well. And this. Big up all of you lot, man. I love my community. Saliba going to get injured if he plays tonight. Rebuke that, rebuke that, rebuke that, rebuke that. Astaghfirullah. Rebuke that. Lie that. He's not. God, let me get injured. I don't need this hamstring. Lie that. Check. Madueke won UCL Player of the Week. With Kai and Jesus back, it's only midfield rotation thing for Marino, plus there's no injuries. Don't be surprised about it. You think Arteta's giving up on Marino playing through the middle? Okay. Because every manager's got favourites. We know Saka's playing even if he's got a broken leg. Any chance to get Odegaard in that team. Kai is going to get significant minutes. Marino, and Arteta loves Marino. And to a degree, I do think Marino's a bit of a fuck you at people, because we all know he can do a thing, man. We all know he's not the long-term option, but he's always fighting for Marino. Like, oh, he scored a hat-trick in the international break. Bro, Arteta is on that. Can see Semenyo having a Sadio Mane arch. It's them late developers. He's a late developer as well. Gone through the leagues. Gone through the leagues, man. There's talent in the championship. Semenyo was there. Bowen was there. Elise was there. Obviously, we got Eze. Eze was there. There's a couple, man. I mean, there's talent everywhere, innit? Bad management. If Saliba starts today, heck, Rice probably shouldn't start. Probably shouldn't, but who we doing then? Because if Saliba's not starting, what we doing then? Man, I want to play Norgard. Marino, your best 9. We got bare 9s. We don't know. We don't know. We got clinical Glockers. Fuck off, KJ. You know what you're doing. Don't do that nasty stuff. We got, we got my man. Yeah. We got Havertz, who is a Champions League winner and scored the winning goal up front. We've got Mr. Unique Qualities Marino. We got Jinky Majinky scoring no goals, hitting the post, camera pans, eyebrows, Jesus. Unique qualities, blood. Like, fam. Like, bro. That's what you want, though. We want competition for places. And that just shows we're a team of unique qualities. Get out of here, man. Don't do that nasty stuff. Mane before the Liverpool move was a level above Semenyo. I think, respectfully to Semenyo, I think you're being kind still. Couple levels. And I have to rate Liverpool for that one, because they took the chance. Like, a lot of people move snooty with him. It's better we let recruitment. It's better we let recruitment to the scouting team. We sign famous names and we do nothing with them. Example, Yokers. He's probably the best 9 for the system. It's probably Kai in Arteta's mind, but I see why he goes up front. I prefer Marino up front than in midfield. We can box smart with Marino in midfield, but and even that, we've ran low-key Aston Villa, sorry. Do you know how knackered Marino looked? I'll rage if Rice plays, man needs rest. I hear it, but Timber, Saliba, Rice, it is what it is. We've got ourselves in this situation. Whatever happens, happens. You man need to go out there, bro. You have to go out there. Matt, you're not alone. We know we ain't putting no 70 million buff for Semenyo. We're not involved in the Semenyo thing. I hope Berta's got a surprise for us. But yeah, I'm at the stage. I want Jesus left wing. Isn't clinical, but very creative. I want Prem and Champs. I want Jesus left wing, but until Trossard loses form, obviously I don't want him to. I don't want to see that because I think we're getting to that point of season or in the season, you have to play on certain man's form sometimes. Whether they're going to do it for the whole season, there might be 4 or 5 games, someone's out their skin. I think Trossard, especially when we've been talking about our attack individually, collectively, for whatever reason, it's not firing. Trossard's got to be out there. Not necessarily today, but that left wing's Trossard's. Because we know it's been open season. We was talking about it slightly earlier. End of the day, I feel Trossard's grabbed this chance. Martinelli's had opportunities and done okay this season. When he started, he's been shit. Trossard, I think, has taken his chances. Maybe in the political aspect, you just bought Eze for 65 million. You don't want to drop Odegaard. That whole Eze left wing thing is there. I've been calling from the summer. Jesus left wing. Watch. What do you think for Salmon starting today? Great test. Great test. Might as well be a Champions League final to him. Great test. You know, baptism of fire. It's a cup game. Playing against experienced pros. If you're good enough, you're old enough. All of that kind of stuff. But if you put him out there, I don't want to hear verbal if he looks like a young player and makes mistakes. Because that's one thing that annoys me about football fans, yeah, with young players. They're going to make mistakes. They're not. You can't have an 18-year-old. I'm not saying you're saying this, but a lot of people think a man's 18. He's got potential to be a Ballon d'Or winner, all these things. Tomorrow he's that. That's not how it works. Tony Hawk's, before he was winning all them skateboarding awards, he probably was falling off a skateboard and that. Before we got to 70k subs, we were wavy, but we were scared to be on a camera. I had to gas myself. Thinking to move it to Xmas Day, though, instead. What are you thinking? What are you speaking about? I don't subscribe to Big Up Hyper. I don't subscribe to the Semenyo hype. Take away the yo, and he's just semen. Yeah, Hyper. Is there something you're not telling us, bro? Like, how'd you get there? How did you get there? What we doing here? That's scary still. You're seeing things where there's nothing there. Fair enough. Baby steps, man. Salmon at right back. Yeah. You know what? I'd run the right back stuff. But if he gets cooked, you get cooked. And I like that. Obviously, I don't like it, but I don't feel you football trains, man, bro. It don't train, man. You play today, you get ripped against a Premier League level footballer. Okay, I got too tight. He skinned me. I sat off too tight, whatever. I was concentrating for 89 minutes. I didn't concentrate I concentrated for 89 minutes of the 90. The 1 minute I switched off, I fucked up. It happens. Even that we're linked with at Real Madrid. Xabi Alonso said it. He played well against Alvarez. He did well. He only made the mistake which led to the goal. Trust, fire for that. Well, I'm to some boy. Oh, boy, Hyper, I don't know, man. Hyper, you need to stop drinking sugar and that. Calm down. You're seeing stuff. Saka left wing would change our lives. Arteta pattern up. Saka drifting out there. I don't want to see on a consistent basis. DG, put your tab of the starting squad again. And what do we think the bench will be? The bench. Kai Havertz for no reason. Fuck knows, man. Saka will be on the bench, in my opinion. Apart from that, how many players can we pick from? Raya by default, all the default guys, but I didn't say this would be it. For me, you know what? Put a gun to my head, what would be the 11? Gun to your head, DG, come on. If you was the manager and you had to face the scrutiny regardless. You put a gun to my head, I'm going to do that. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. Martinelli and Trossard, both squad players. That's the problem. Due is inconsistent, but what he gives for 4 or 5 months is top tier, especially in Champions League games. I expect him to be that, man. Raw DG, if Chelsea gets Semenyo, then it's looking peak. Exactly. So if you're going for Semenyo, that's why I think talk's been going on, because it's moving very aggressive. So there's been some encouragement from whatever party or parties are talking with Semenyo's camp, and obviously his agent, about what a deal looks like, about, you know, we're prepared to pay the release clause in terms that make sense. Bournemouth are saying, yo, you know what? Cool, fair play. That's why. Because naturally, you just shut your mouth until next summer. And looking back, maybe he thought he was going to get a move last summer. Teams weren't as aggressive. Cool, I'm going to sign a new deal. Look after Bournemouth a bit. When the time comes, you're going to get a decent fee. I've got clarity over my future. I keep doing what I'm doing, and we're moving. And then you get scenarios like this. So fair play. I don't feel confident about today. Our sloppy performances might catch up with us today. Boy. If I mention any striker other than Marino, then you can say I'm trolling, not with Marino, though. Then something needs to change then. If Marino's our best striker, take nothing away from it. You can use that as a tool in the squad. Wait, I'll tell you, by hook or by crook, this team is your design now. You better make it happen, innit? Like you know that you've got 4 opportunities to win silverware. There's 2 that will shut people up. You need to win 1 as a minimum. You end up silverwareless, boy. Conversations. Because it's time now. You're a good. It's time. We're a good team. We need to become a great team. Great teams win stuff. They go down in legacy. These players deserve to go down in some level of Arsenal folklore. Okay. This is what Senegal is dealing with. I'll dance with you. Come on, darling. Yeah, hey, focus. Hey, football. Yeah, Jesus left wing bangs. I'd rather hate him there than that. Norgard and Salmon centre backs today. Against Mateta and them, man. I'm scared, man. I'm scared that you think this. With Kai and Jesus back, it's only midfield rotation thing for Marino, plus there's no injuries. Let's get 150 next. What position, Semenyo? We can play everywhere, but I'd probably reckon in his mind. I don't know, to be fair. I'd reckon he probably feels most confident on the left. I think we should buy him just so our competition don't get him. Nkapie is injured, apparently. Play Calafiori left centre-back instead. More players and same injuries. Players, physios, Arteta. I don't think there's just one reason for injuries. And Arsenal Football Club, because we're synonymous for this. I don't think there's one reason for the aspects of injuries now or last season. I know there's different contexts. People have been injured for their country. People have been injured in training. People have been injured on a pitch. People have been injured as a result of load management. There's all different ingredients in the mixture. I don't care. Figure it out. It has to stop. This is childish. That's all I'm going to figure it out. And if you're not going to figure it out, me and you lot, we're allowed to be scared as fans and worried, and we can do the courageous, there's every reason to give up, let's go, or you can want to throw in the towel. Bring me my shit in May 2026. Bring me my shit. That's it. Because I know there's a parade or there's 3 parades. If you, out of the 4 trophies, there's one that we shouldn't be doing a parade for. May 2026, make sure us Arsenal fans have silverware. We're extra with something. That's it. By hook or by crook. Don't care what the team looks like. It's not my job. Support the boys. Give you praise where you deserve it. Get onto you where you don't. Talk about areas of improvement. Just ride the highs and lows and support you lot. Bring my trophy in May 2026. Bring it. Sort this injury BS out. Hope Kai's on the bench this evening. Seriously, though, can't wait to see Kai up front again. Could be key for us going forward. We ain't never getting out of the hood, man. Semenyo top level, we need to play on his favoritism and twang him into a summer. Swap Marty and 20 M's. Yeah, Martinelli ain't got no Bournemouth, though. DG, run up the Semenyo clause earlier. Yeah, I thought we're up still. How you got 10 days in January from the 1st of Jan to obviously the 10th. But yeah, exactly. Semenyo clause is only active from Jan the 1st. That's why I think it's moving serious. Like, because you got to remember when bids are officially placed, that's almost one of the last points of entry. There's bare negotiations. Oh, do you want to join us? Might have dinner with the agent, and the manager might have dinner. The player might speak with with his prospective new manager. What's the contract looking like? What do you see for me as a player? This and that. The manager might, I don't know for Semenyo, but if it was an England boy, like when we're getting Rice, Saka, call him. Ramsdale at the time, call him, chat to him, test the temperature out. To have a conversation about the club he's technically at. Do you think a deal could get done? Obviously, the agent of him will speak to his current club, see what's going on there. Then officially, when it's moved, then the bids happen. The official community, even clubs, they communicate for time to the point where now we're officially communicating, we're bidding. Some clubs move more rapid than others. Us as Arsenal fans, we know every fucking transfer 9 times out of 10 some dragged out saga. But we love our club, innit? So, yeah. Nkapie isn't injured, no reports. Put Salmon and Norgard in the starting lineup. Can't afford another 1st or 2nd string defender getting injured. Chill, DG. It's not an injury, just rested. People are speculating because of that collision between Nkapie and Calafiori in the Everton game. Oh, it's because of that. He's good, man. South American savage. He's good, man. He got more, bro. If you could survive them Ecuadorian clamps in the favelas, this is bougie stuff. Tough as old bitch. Shout out there, man. put some water down your sock. You're all right, man. Drink some rain if you're good, man. You won't listen. When you win titles, we can be injured. We can have injuries. Players aren't robots. You're right. 2022, 23, and 23, 24, we were calm for injuries. Don't know what happened, man. Yeah, you might be happy, boy, but you know how fans are. You know how fans are. Irrational twats, 9 times out of 10. Surely Wanyeri or Marino play ahead of Rice. Rice getting overplayed. By that logic, 100%. And Rice defo should be calming down and not really playing. But me, I'm busting him today. I'm playing him today. I can't lie to you. It is what it is. I know it's not right. I know we should rest him. I know, but Saliba, Timber, Rice, I need you lot. I'm not even saying it's a 90-minute thing. We need you lot. More worried for Calafiori. I hear it. Hey, DG, I'm taking my missus and her friend to the game tonight. The Tina Jones single New York thing over here in the UK. I'm not going to the game. No, I'm not going to the game. Nah, man. What is... I don't understand why. Does she want why? Like, do you want to play football? Hey, shout me and stuff. Say down. Dino passing on the ball. What? Sure. Hey, what? Hey, pass the ball. Hey, what? Hey, boom! Rice, baby. You get me? Goal. I'm foolish. This is all entertainment. Don't gas me, you know. Hey, get me. Show her my thing. What? You can't bring about 7. All right, cool. Chill out. Can we reach 150 likes? Rice needs rest. You don't rest when you're dead, man. I know he needs rest. But it's where it is, man. He's cool. If this was a Champions League quarterfinals, no one's talking about rest, innit? You're not wrong, people. But we have to. Come on, L1. Hey, bust me. We're here. So, let me stop being dumb. I'm happy that Kai seems to be back sooner than expected, but key player absent really does make the heart grow fonder. Glock 14, I need you to rise on the hold-up play. Just score goals, man. We're not getting out of the hood currently with how our attack's playing, how it's being coached. And to be honest, the options, Gyökeres, you don't fully convince at the moment. Marino, it's not that you don't fully convince. We know that's not the thing. Kai Havertz the same. You lot can all chip in and what Jesus as well. Like, even that, people bitched about Jesus. Now he's the answer. He's done more this season than Gyökeres, which actually isn't true. My point being, you can debate that. Fans are just illogical anyways. Like, man are calling Gyökeres shit, but then you're vexed at Saka for not squaring. Then you're gassing Saka. Like, fans don't know what they want, bro. 9 times out of 10. Eze is not really looking good. He's a left winger. That's why you need Odegaard. He drops a hat-trick. It's all great. A lot of man just living emotional thingy. You know what time it is, man. I big up Dino. Don't sell man dreams, you know. Don't sell man dreams. It's all entertainment now. I'm chatting shit now. DM me for real though. Is this the real hand of Arsenal? I don't know, man. But Nkapie's shoulder pain, they doubted me on painkillers, man. Painkillers, Ray, South America, gas him up, reminding me he's Ecuadorian. We don't do that over here. You're cool, Nkapie. Can play. Norgard will start as a centre-back. I mean, I did tell you, look, we could play him there, and now you're seeing it. But I feel like an oracle sometimes. Gabriel Jesus, left wing, they're seeing it. Nkapie, centre-half, they're seeing it. You've got a problem with Odegaard and Eze, they're seeing it. Gyökeres, they're seeing it. Defensively, they're seeing it. Over 200 watching, not even 130 likes. Don't make us DG mods beg. Please, people, just quickly like the video. No, don't get it twisted. We don't beg or bread nobody. If you're not hitting the like button, you're a piece of shit. Big up to everyone who has. It doesn't cost a thing. And big up to everyone on the replay. I'd love to see Lewis Skelly in midfield, but fam. Why? I don't know why not. Like, even if it's not the thing on a regular basis, like, boss him. He's basically and Arteta has said it. You are in midfield anyways. I personally think Wanyeri and Miles Lewis-Skelly, and I've only started to believe this about Miles Lewis-Skelly this season, it's where your age is at. You two, like for Wanyeri, for example, everything that Odegaard's demanded to do on that pitch, off the ball, go and learn it. Because technically you're there. Go and learn it. Convince Arteta that you can do the thing off the ball. Bob's your uncle. Because I am getting to that stage as well where Eze, Odegaard, Wanyeri, you might need to just bust him. But I don't think Arteta is going to put his hat on Wanyeri. You never know. And I feel sorry for Wanyeri because at some point, yeah, I want him to go out on loan. I want him to stay and be a body, but there's logic with him actually staying at the club and going on loan next season. in terms of game time, there's logic in him going on loan in January, regardless of if you adapt and settle and whatnot. Even if the loan spell is the poorest ever, but you come back with 20 odd games. I don't know though, man. Could definitely do this, man. Especially when everyone's fit. I think MLS would do great in midfield. And we said this in the summer, bro. It's right. I'm not saying it's the right thing, but when you look at everyone that understands ball, it's not just about ability, and there's an element of politicalness. Like when you're signing players, Lewis Skelly, Dowman, Lewis Skelly a bit different because he kind of bust himself last season, but Miles Lewis Skelly, Dowman, Wanyeri, they're the easiest to leave out. Easiest to leave out. They're young, kind of impressionable. It's not that they're stupid, but you don't know where I'm getting at. Right? Declan needs a rest today. I can't lie. I'm not hearing it. I'm not hearing it. I know you lot are not wrong. I agree with you, but I need you out there today. Arteta don't take risks. It's a joke. He's so conservative. I hear it, but how can you say my gaffer don't take risks? Like we didn't step to the Bernabeu with Marino up front, and we didn't step there with an 18-year-old left back. Come on, man. Jam, man. Am I shameless? Bet your bottom dollar. Bet your bottom dollar. Smash the likes, as Nathan has said there. Big up you lot, man. It's a pleasure to be here. Don't know again if this is the real hand of Arsenal. He said no Nichols in the squad today. Marley travelled. I don't think he rates Nichols thing like that. And it's not that Nichols is a bad player. I just don't think he rates him. I think Nichols will have a career, but it's one of them. Right now, I don't think you're ready. I think you remind me, you're not Luke Ayling, but you remind me of them kind of careers there. Like Daniel Ballard as well. One of the first kind of youngster videos I did in that. You go have a career. You might not be ready right now. You're a bit of a late bloomer, I think. Physically, there's a lot of development to be done. I think you'll have a career, bro. I think you have a career. And this is where I look at the club. Hindsight's a wonderful thing, but we had Brooke Norton Coffee there, man. You see, you send these men out on loan, you get them to a certain level, they can make us money, but you could use them. And as much as I like the Sakas, the 1 year, Saka did play left back from what I'm about to say when he came through. But as much as I like the Sakas, the Smith Rowes, the Nelsons coming through, the Wanyeris, the whatever's, yeah, we need to bring through some more steady eddies. Like, I'm not gassing it or looking at Chelsea, but they've brought through ballers in it, but they've got a calm, like, what's it, Josh Archipong or what? Steady Eddie. Like, in moments like this, Saliba could get rested because we've got a decent centre half. Big up Marley Salmon, but he's 16. Timber can get rested because there's a humble right back there. We need that. We need that, man. Just let Josh go to Palace. They seem to like him. Swear. Where'd you get that from? Not even alleged the tape said there. Gyökeres sometimes needs to step away from up centre backs. He'll score more goals this way. He's not as savage as I thought, man. Big up hand of Arsenal if that's actually him. Rotation is important, but I hope we take today seriously. We need that League Cup. If we win it while still top, I fully believe we win PL. And after, I swore to myself not to do that after 2022-23. I'll only believe Arsenal win the title when I see. What's this? Are you okay with our club's complicity in supporting a genocide? I'm not like, I don't condone any sort of genocides, but one thing I'm not going to do is sit here and be the moral police. If I'm completely honest, football stopped caring about half of these things a long time ago. Like half of these sponsorships at all of these clubs, myself include, my club that I support included, they're on a salary first, conscience later. And if everyone's going to do the moral police, we have to check ourselves. You're typing this on a laptop or a phone, I assume, for obvious reasons. You need to look at yourself. You know, I'm sure if you go through your kitchen and your house and look at all the food you've got, whether it's the food you've got, the food you've got, what else is there? The food you've got, the TV you've got, the clothes on your back. We could all do all of that stuff. Like, so we don't condone genocide of any capacity. But what do you want me to do? One thing you're not going to do is be a little prick and be like, oh, funny that he ignores my comment. The world don't revolve around you. Please don't be a dickhead. If you want to speak about it, let me send you a link right now. Because this is what we need to do with people like you. Don't be rude. I'm not scared to speak about anything. I'm just not a miracle worker. I'm not a hero. Fuck are you man on about? Let me invite you to this channel. Go speak right now. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because I'm definitely not a hero. But I think I've displayed myself as someone that would always speak about things that are like that. I'm not no hero. I'm going to speak about it for the sake of it. And I've got through to it. You're not the only person in the live chat. There's 200. Well, I assume you're here. So there's 202. There's 201 real G's. Thank you. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Called it out. What more do you want me to do? Called out. I'm not a hero, bro. Like, they're not going to do it. Look at the Visit Rwanda thing just stopped now. There's several other examples. Like, what is calling out going to do? Everyone's aware of it. Out of all clubs. That's where you've got to make someone like you feel better? Really? Come on, man. Come on, man. Anyways, a better manager would have at least tried MLS in midfield by now. Don't know why he won't. Salmon's good, man. I do think I'd love to see him kept around. But naturally, with defenders, I'm more, you know what it is? My bias is for young defenders, I'm more on them going out on loan. Not for no reason, but I kind of want you to make mistakes and it don't really have any issues with us. And I think you need that. I saw Varane have to go through those moments. Saliba had 1-2 clangers. Gabriel had 1-2 clangers. That's it. Kind of piggybacks off the Lenny Oro stuff. I hope he could, you know what, and even that, I'd like him to kind of play right back first before he goes centre half. But we got a player, and I want, Nicholas Jackson. Ooh, that was a finish from Nicholas Jackson for Senegal second. Ooh, it weren't no banger in that, but he's like 5-a-side, twining man up. God damn. We need to play the first 11. Silverware, don't turn your nose up, pompous fans. True. This is what I'm saying. Free Palestine separately, but like, what am I talking about, bro? Like, man, must think I'm one. Respectfully, I'm not one of these other dickhead YouTubers. You know, we might not be the most viewed, but I can't lie. I'm not one to gas myself. But when it comes to those topics, come on now. Anyways, come on, man. And this is what annoys me. People always want other people to do whatever. Like, you do it, fam. You go into the street. Arsenal are playing today. Rather than you wassing it on this channel, go make a build like some people did around Thomas Partey. Big them up. You go and get a banner and go over there now. And I'm sure if you get there on time, you can walk past the sky cameras and whatnot. You did before you point a finger. Look, I'm pointing. Move this tactics board, and I'm slightly just entertaining you lot. Yeah, and I must not do anything. Don't tell me what I must do. Before, if I point a finger at you, yeah, there's 3 pointing back at me. If we all judged our lives like that before we look at other people, you get me? In this day, and don't try to say, oh, you got a platform. You got a platform. You got a voice. You got a platform. You can make TikToks on that. Focus, bro. Don't draw me up. No, we're not a politics channel, but I'm not afraid of talking about politics. But all this you must talk about, and funny he's airing my comments and all of this. This is where it's not even pissing me off, but like now, let's make you uncomfortable. Because I think in life, it's always some next person's job. I'm no fucking hero, bro. All I can do, you can't change the world until you change yourself. And I used to be like you. Why is this person not speaking and that person? All I can do, if I want to change the world, change myself. Fuck out here, man. Anyways, the funny thing is Saka himself was seen as a steady Eddie. Wasn't Reece the academy star? Think Smith Rowe was ahead of him. Yeah, it's true. And it's the ones you sleep on that tend to go have careers. But what I mean by steady Eddie is we tend to just bring through match winners, innit? Like attack. There's clearly, if you're an attacker, you're that kind of Wenger-y kind of player, there's more of a bias. We need to start bringing more all-rounders. And even with Marley Salmon, we don't really bring through defenders. And we don't bring through defenders enough. And when we do, it's accidental. Not accidental, but you get the point. Miles Lewis-Skelly's a centre mid doing well at left back. Ashley Cole weren't a left back from the jump. Ainsley Maitland-Niles cried because he wanted to play centre mid. Had some good moments. Yada, 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 yada. Kieran Gibbs as well. Like, I want us to kind of be a bit more rounded. Because then I'm closer to my dream of seeing 11 Hayland players start for Arsenal Football Club. I'm sure Crew did that once. What's happened to Crew's Academy? They used to bring through a couple guys as well, man. But yeah. Big up Lee, this guy. Warren just on some nonsense. Appreciate you. You gotta let them know, but bro, don't bring that ish. Ish. Oh shit. Much appreciated. I've never been a mod. You're here all the time. Ox wanted to play centre mid. To be fair, Ox was just everywhere guy. And you know, some of his most consistent performances came when we went to a back five and he was playing fullback. No, I'm on talking about politics because it affects all of us. But like, bro, I can't change nothing, bro. Like, the most I can, yeah, I'm on spreading awareness and all of that, but I don't want to be seen as no oracle and I'm some hero and whatnot. Because then what's gonna happen? Oh, you should speak about this. I don't want to make it like this, but if I campaign for treatment around lung cancer, people are gonna come and say, "Oh yeah, but what about throat cancer and what about this, bro?" Allow me. I used to be like that, but allow me. I expect me as well. Me. It's funny how I get called the Arsenal politician and shit. Maybe they're right, because the same way we are here is the same way we're on the mainstream. But me, these people don't talk about shit. These people don't really give real opinions because, I want to, like, I'm going to bust off hating this club, or I'm going to bust off acting like everything's gravy. Arsenal are going to give me some shirts. They might get free tickets. They're on sucking dick. Not on that. But anyways, I don't know why Arsenal fans are crying so much about Skelly and Wanyeri not getting minutes. I lean towards how Pep managed Foden. Their time will come if they're as talented as we think. Appreciate you. Big up Jerome, man. Relaxing during this holiday period. Oh, hey, bro. I'm not on that, man. Listen, we're not happy about any level of genocide anywhere. Like, we wish we lived in a world where there was none of this in it, but we've talked about it now. What more the man want, bro? I can't stop none of this in the world. Like, neither can us. Like, we can rate like what? Like, what? Cool, we spoke about it. What now? Like, genuinely, what now? Like, what more do people want? This is why I don't try to live up to other people's expectations. Because if I like, then you're on to man. But yeah, my brother, I'll DM you on Insta to prove it's me. Big up you, real talk. Hand of Arsenal, one love. If it's actually you, DM, because if it's not, it's crazy, man. I've done it. Don't tell me what to do, though. I'm naturally unruly. Don't do that. Like, ask me in a nice way, I'll do it. Don't talk to me like that, bro. Like, only my mother could talk to me like that. I don't take the piss out of no one. I'll be damned if people are taking the piss out of me. One sec, people. Just be nice, bro. Like, everyone just be nice, bro. Like, everyone just talk to people with respect. I respect everyone. I'm not taking no disrespect, especially respectfully, not on the fucking internet, anyways. Like, what the hell? We're back now. 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 You see, you start talking about stuff they try to get you out of it. I'm chatting, man. I'm the same with everyone. Tell me to do it, I just won't do it. Oh, no, just ask nicely, bro, because there's no need not to have manners, bro. There's just no need. Hand of Arsenal, yeah. DM'd you on Insta. Let's see. If it's not you, I just hope it's not no funny DMs and that. So weird going on Instagram when you're on the laptop, you know. And I know you're Andrea Berta in it, so like, rather than this, get me a job. I can't lie. VAR is saying I can't. Fucking hell, it's him still. Big up Hand of Arsenal, man. I would buy you a drink, but I don't know what you look like. It is him still. Yeah, he has GM, man. Hey, my guy. Fair play, lad. Let me give you a follow, even though you're busy. Man's following no one. I can't follow you because you're following no one, but love for that. I can't do that. I hate when people do that. I hate when people do that. I hate when people do that. I hate when Regis do that. I hate when my Regis do that. But big up yourself. Hey, actually, it's him still. It is him still. It is him still. Big up Hand of Arsenal, man. I know you're Andrea Berta, but big him up. Nah, it is him. It is him. It is him. It is him. Look, let me rise up the confirmation thing. Let me make sure I need to strategically, you know, because you don't want my DMs to get leaked. You get me? There's no DMs. There's no DMs. Let's just pattern up. Just pattern up. How the fuck am I gonna do this? You know, on your brain, you get a brain fart. Yeah, it's him still. Big him up, man. My brother, it's me in your YouTube chat. Mad respect for always keeping it real. Appreciate you, man. Yeah, it is him still. It is him. And if we look at the followers, Tom follows him, Clive follows him, Rob follows him. Big up Rob in the cut. Rob BC. So yeah, man, big up Hand of Arsenal, man. Doing great stuff for us. DJ has been questioning, bro, and he was telling the truth. He was Twitter verified the whole time. Do you know what it is? Nah, it's people do stupidness though. Like, you know, there's people that go and start pretending to be people and whatnot. Yeah, man. Why for that did the man said, I don't know what you look like. I'd buy you a drink. Yeah, I need some money. Nah, come on, but get me mature. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean No, I didn't say I'll take it for juice. I said, bro, buy man a juice, bro. Grow up, fam. Grow up, fam. We're not doing that. Why for that? Why freeze on now for the next 10 minutes? Yeah, he's a mod now. He's a mod. Now he's a mod on the channel. We know it's him in it. People come through doing nonsense. It's that. It's true. What now? We can talk about Emirates, Adidas, Sky, boil it down to the electricity you use for streaming and the all involved. DG, you have your YouTube now. You must save our planet. Give ice cubes to the penguins while you're at it. True. True. Yeah, Charles, who's starting tonight? To be fair, he said Salmon travelled. He said Nichols ain't there. Big him up, man. We're going to need you. You know what, Hand of Arsenal? We're going to need you we're going to need you now. But your real work begins. Enjoy this week. Because next week, Thursday, all the way to May, we need you. Transfers. Appreciate you. One thing. I hear that. But next time, just think about how you're asking people questions, though, man. Like, think about how you're speaking to people. Because, okay, you didn't mean it in a disrespectful way, but think about how you're speaking to people, especially people you don't know. It's a ray of respect, man. Grow up, fam. You look horrible, though, man. You look horrible for that one. Asking for tonight's lineup. Nah, man. You know, obviously, if someone like that, you've got all the fucking links and plugs. If he's not Andre Alberto, like, there's a reason they tell him the stuff, innit? Because he's trusted confidant. Big respect, though. Yeah, but he don't make YouTube videos. Fair enough, though. It is him. But now he's a mod. We know he's the legit one. But yeah, man. We've been here for 90 minutes. It's been amazing. There's no point boring you lot, though, man. The good thing is we are doing a watch along 7 p.m. It's 4:30 now in the United Kingdom. Big up you lot around the world. Whatever the hell you lot are doing, make sure you do that. You handle that. You go over there, smash like buttons. When this video's done, make sure you're subscribing, you're pressing like buttons and all the things there. And what I would say is, again, festive greetings. Happy Christmas in advance. If you don't support Christmas, then Happy New Year, happy anything, just happy life, innit? Yeah, man. So, yeah, without you lot, it'd be dead, innit? Like, without you lot keep the channel alive, man. We've watched AFCON, the first, well, I'm technically watching it. Senegal are beating Botswana 2-0. We was here for Congo. We're here for everything, man. Okay? Safe journey to and from the game. Get a pint, man. You lot are the reason the platform's here, innit? So big up to you lot. Without you lot, it's dead, innit? So from the bottom of my heart, man, thank you. This is obviously an Arsenal badge, but DG Nation badge. And on that note, there's all this talk about defenders.
Against this right back, Charlie.
Like